Greetings. This is about the new Excel functions. They are coming up in 2 months, probably. We are beginning September 2019, and looks like they are more powerful than the usual VLOOKUP and match. And that is what we are going to demonstrate today. I am an insider of Office 365, so I already have the functions pushed down to me here. So what we are going to do is we are going to take our Excel file here, and as you can see, we have first name, last name, NI number, GR, employee number, DOB, start date, and car registration. But I don't like to separate first name and last name, so what I'm going to do first, I'm going to insert one column here and call it full name, and enter first name and last name together here. So Abigail, and then Anne, and hit enter here, and I again enter Abigail and Fisher, and I noticed that my flash fill is not popped up, so I hit Control E here to see if it will work. So let's see here. Control E. So that works. So that means my flash fill filled down the 201 rows here. So for me. So what we are going to do from that is we are going to try to, if you have used VLOOKUP before, you had to have the lookup data on the left side and having it look forward. Otherwise, you had to use match and index to do that, to look backwards. But in here, I have put this column here, column F. Column F is the employee number. I have put it as a unique number. I have put it in the middle so we can look up on the back, on the forward. So we are going to the data pool page and see if we can pull down that in here. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to call this employee number. So we are going to have it here. I'm not going to enter this value manually here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to a data validation. So from the data validation, I'm not going to put any of this message for now. So we are going to select a list. And for the list, we are going to go back to our employees here. And we are going to select this one and Control Shift down arrow. And then select OK on that. And now we have it populated in the size. I'm not going to put in the input method error alert. You can put that if you want. So now we have them here. Proof of distance, they're all here. So we can actually increase the size of the value here. So this is the value we are looking for. We can even color it, So this is the employee number we are going to try to input and get the other data. So the other data we can get here, as you can see, we can have all these first name, last name, full name, and everything. So the beauty of xlookup can look up the full row for you. So we are going to start with that. It will return an array. We don't need to hit CSC like Control Shift Enter or from this xlookup. It's very powerful. So we are going to do just hit here is equal to xlookup. You see, if you have it pushed down to your Excel, you will see xlookup pop up. Lookup value is the value in our cell here on B1, and Now the lookup array, it should be a vector actually. This is misleading. This is where you have that value reside in your table we are looking from. So that should be definitely the employee number here. So I'm going to hit the Control Shift down array again. So I hit F4 here to make it absolute. And once we do that, now which column we want to return? Actually, we want to return the full row. So what we do here, we select from here, and then we go complete down, and we select everything and make it absolute again, and we close it. So we hit enter. Now the beauty of xlookup, he has returned us all the information on that row. You can see here, we can actually try to compact them so we can see everything. He returned even his value. So the beauty of this one now here is we can just select another one, and definitely it is changing. So that is very powerful. Now we should have done this. We should have just returned the full name. Yes, I'm going to do that now. So we are going to hit xlookup of this value still, and again the same lookup vector. Make it absolute, and now we said we just want the full name, so the full name is this full name column. So I'm going to start here, and I'm going to the bottom. See, he looked backward to find this value. It's the same thing here. So if I change, we can see that he's just updating it. So that is another page. That this is just the smallest thing that xlookup can do for us, and we are going to see more now. I'm going to make a xlookup. xlookup, was another factor. xlookup makes it obsolete now, and I'm going to show you why. Let's have some items here in these parts. I'm going to select that data that is here, and you see it is in vertical format. I'm going to change it, make it horizontal format, so we can demonstrate the xlookup made obsolete. So I'm going to paste it here, but in the paste up option, the paste options here, I need to paste special, and I just want the values, and I want to transpose this, and now I have this format here. So you see the items on the left now, items, price, and quantity. We can just make this as if you want. And now if we want to look up a value here, like if we want to find out which let's see here, format this one in dollars if you want, and which item has a price of like $57. Note that this does not need to be sorted. Actually, it can be in any order, but right now here, if I take is equal to xlookup, of course I will select 57 if you want here, and then in which range it will be in this array, make it absolute, and then I want to look the items. So definitely 1065. This is amazing. This is what we wanted to see, and this is another powerful part of it. So we don't need xlookup now. You just use xlookup again here. Now to consolidate what we said is, I have put let's see here, I have selected this cell here. This is the matching these headers. So if we select one header here, for this item that is here, or this item that is here. So we want to get the values of the column shown here. So for instance, if I select like here NI number, this is what you see here. For the 0149, it is this one, and for this one it is that. So let's look at car registration. Look at that. Car registration for this one is XXN, and the other one is QNX. A very powerful tool. Okay. Before closing this, I would like to show you, we already seen that if we select Guinea, for instance, we can get all this row here. So let's see what it is. Let's change the color. You see, these values are already shown here. This is an array. Now, the beauty of this xlookup is if we want a range, for instance, from July to October, from July to October, if we just want to get this range, you see, let me color it a little bit here in the background. We want to just return this range. We don't want anything else. This is possible with xlookup. So if you look here, we are saying xlookup of this cell July, from July, from M2, B2 to M2, B2 to M2, list of the months, all this range, and then we are saying to look at this range. So he will return from July, and then to do the same thing for October. So this is very powerful. So if we just reveal our data here, you will see that we have the same thing. Now, the power of this, we can add aggregate functions to this, like average, sum, and you name it. So everything can be done here. So, and the last part of this is I just wanted to say that when we want to return just a simple value like here, like we used to do the indexing and with xlookup, it is so easy, and all we have to do is to select the month here, for instance, and like we are in the country here, let's say change the country and make it Cameroon, and then we want the month of May, Cameroon and May. Where is the intersection? Cameroon and May, 4625. It is 4625. How is this possible? So this is called nesting the xlookup. So first we xlookup our country here, and from the list of countries, of course, and then we nest another xlookup and take the value of the month, A16, of course, from the range of the months here, and then look into that array. So what happens is they will meet at 4625. This is very, very simple and powerful again. I hope you enjoyed that xlookup. There is also the xmatch, which is not much about it, but you can have a look online, and this is what I wanted to share. Thank you.